Alright, I think this is working. What's up? We're going to do video game shape with Sudoku. We're going to try and go from easy all the way through evil. Every minute spent, as you can see on the timer in the top left, we're going to do 1 repetition. And we'll put a cap on 60 minutes for the really tough ones. I have my nice clicky keypad here for all the great sounds. And that's it, man. We're just going to try and have some fun and see how this works. Enjoy. Alright, we're starting with the easy puzzle, mostly because it doesn't give a lot of repetitions for warming up, but also, oops, hey, this is why we practice, so that these things don't happen. That's why we're experimenting. That's going to happen like 50 million times, I'm just letting you know. Oh, it's the worst. Okay. Easy puzzles are great just because you don't have to use little hash marks usually, and you can just kind of go through the rhythm of it all. In fact, I'm going to leave these on the numbers and I'll use the keyboard, not the number pad, but the directional pad. This is just for slipping in between. We don't need that for the moment. Makes life easier. Okay. So I like to go through the numbers. 1, 1, 1. Can't be a 1 here. Can't be a 1 here. That means this is a 1. Can't be 1 here. Can't be 1 there. That means this is a 1. That's a 1. You see people playing online and they say, oh, in line 3, box 7, row 5. I don't know what any of that means. So sorry if I'm not hip to the lingo like a lot of people. 2's actually can't do anything with right now. And I'm sure someone will correct me and say, actually, you can do the It's alright. This is going to be kind of a shit show, in case anyone wasn't aware. And then we're going to put the 3's in here, which means this is a 3. Let's find some 4's. That's a 4. I want to start with the easy one to kind of warm up my brain and my fingers to do this, and also to make sure that nothing on the stream is broken. And also to warm up my body, because I'm doing repetitions of an exercise. So that's a 6, that's a 7. I normally don't like to go out of order. My OCD compels me otherwise, but you know, sometimes what are you going to do, especially when there's only 1 missing? Can't do anything with the 5's yet. 6's also nothing. 7's, put a 7 there, and we can put a 7 there, and then we can put a 7 nowhere else, and then we can put an 8 there, and then we can put an 8. No! We can't, because there's an 8 right there. Ha, ha, ha. On an easy puzzle. See, what'd I tell you? We gotta warm everything up, because the brain doesn't work. What I meant to say is we're gonna put an 8 there. So we'll do 10 punishment sit-throughs, because we made a mistake. Figure that's a fair amount. I have been known to be guilty of rushing in the past. But this is not about rushing. It's just about having a little bit of fun. Moving the body around a little bit. Getting some very satisfying clicks on my little clicker. Problem is I'm not as adept as navigating in between. If I can just hit the numlock, see? I don't know what's what, so I hit the numlock thinking it's the number, and now I end up having to do 20 punishment reps, and now I'm still not on numbers, so it's that switch. I mean, I guess I'll just build a bridge and get over it, because it's so much satisfying. It's so much more satisfying just to have this sound over and over again. Fives. Of course, now I have 20 punishment reps to do already on an easy puzzle. So that's doing great. We're doing great. That's a 2. Which doesn't matter because I don't have the numlock put on. Seven. I'm getting better at it. A couple more to here. No, that's another bonus 10 reps. That's awesome. All because I'm pushing the wrong button. It's a 6. I like the way it sounds so much more. How could I not? Good, so that's 7 minutes plus 30 punishment reps. So set up the next puzzle. We'll put it on pause. Make sure we're all lined up. This is from Sudoku.com or Sudoku.net, I think it is. Yeah, just Sudoku.com. Fun puzzles. You know, gets the job done. Let's pause this. And we're going to do our 37 reps. So to do that, let's get the big camera set up. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but you're going to see me suffering because 37 is a lot more than I expected to do on an easy puzzle. What are you going to do? 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. That was pretty terrible. The thing with those, I try not to keep them in my arms. That's the hope, anyway. Alright. Now we're on to medium. Gotta catch my breath, that's a little tough. Okay. This is a 1 just because 1 can't be here, so one of these two has to be a 1, which means nothing here can be a 1, nothing there can be a 1. There's a 1 in that bottom corner, so that's a 1. When we get into the harder puzzles, they use that. You need to know those tricks pretty extensively. And I don't even necessarily think I would have needed it here, but I saw it, so I'm going to use it. And anything I can do to finish this puzzle quickly, I'm going to do, because 37 sit-throughs is a lot more than I planned on doing, especially this early. There's only 1 4? Man. Sneaky one. Also, when we get to later puzzles, if I make a mistake on like a 50-51 or a miss push, I'm not just going to say, oh well, I got it. You know, I'm not going to fill in a number unless I have a reason why I can do it. I'm not just going to guess and take a flyer and hope something works. That's not how I like to play Sudoku. It's just me. I'll brute force it with some of the later puzzles. I'll brute force the hell out of it. But I don't like to guess if I can help it. One of these 8s. Don't pick the wrong one like you did last time. Nines. Alright, back to the beginning. Any ones? Any more ones? Because I don't see any. I know someone's out there. Well, I mean, nobody's watching this, so that's handy for me, but eventually someone will be out there watching this, giggling to themselves at my inability to see all the really obvious things right in front of me. And I'm not going to blame them. I just have the way that I like to do it, even if it takes forever. It's part of the fun. Get my breath going, get a little sweat going. Cough out some of this COVID. Just kidding. Just kidding, maybe. God, I really don't want to have to use pencil marks on a medium puzzle. Yeah, that's a 6. Anything, buddy. Just give me anything. 'Cause right now, you're giving me nothing. No. Alright, we just put a 6 in this box. What's missing in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Eight and 9. All right, what about this guy? We're missing 1, 4, 7. 4, 1, 7. Yeah, that's a 4. Means that's a 7. Don't rush. Don't make a mistake. Those 10 punishment repetitions. Oh my god, I'm saying this. Don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. Here I am. I literally just pushed the wrong button and made a mistake. 10 more fucking punishment reps. Brutal. Not cool. One, 2, 3, 4, 7. Nada. 1, 7. Nada. Nadissimo. Keep thinking of that Ninja Sex Party song, Orgy of One, for some reason. It's every time I think about streaming. That's just what I think. Can we finish the 5s, please? We literally have every 5 on the board. Thank you. Trigger shy now. Every time I push a button, I'm like, is that the right one? Just keep it in the middle there, Sparky. 6s, no. No. That's a 6, which means that's a 6. Doesn't help. 7s, we know they're nothing. 8s, we know are nothing. Just a whole bunch of nothing. 9s, we know are something. Finally. Barely. Still no 4, 7 in here though. At least the sound is incredibly satisfying. Moving it around and such. No more linear clues. Only for a medium. I'm already at 9 minutes. Plus that one mistake means 19 more of these. 2, 4, 7. 2, 4, 7. 2, 4, 7. No. 2, 4, 6. No. Nope. 3, 6, 7. Nope. Nope. And that's 6. Does that open up any other 6s for me? No. Why would it do that? Except for this one right here. Okay. Two, four. Nope. Just a whole bunch of almost unfinished stuff. 3, 4, 7. Anything that's missing a 4 or 7 is going to be a real shit show for a while. And I can't do anything to resolve the 7s. Oh. What is it, Jovi? Somebody caught in the well? Space now on the 4s. Kinda. Three, 8. Well, the doy, the only one missing here is an 8. Way to pay attention to that. I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe I'm not going to make it all the way through the hardest puzzles today. Just a thought. 3, 9. Of course, the whole line is full except for that one. You are totally oblivious. The worst of this is when I do killer Sudoku. I mix up the pencil marks all the time on this thing. Two, 4. Nope. Nope. Three, 7, 8. Haha, almost made a mistake there. There's already a 3. Dummy. $13 for a medium puzzle. I don't use the word hero very often, Squeaky, but you are truly one of America's greatest Sudoku heroes. 2, 4, 7. Of course, this whole row is empty except for a 7, which you would know if you had a working set of eyes. I have to use this. This is way too slow and using way too much brain power. I'm sorry if the clicking isn't as satisfactory. But I'm going way too slow here on puzzles that should not be taking me this long. So there. That's 15 minutes you got to round up, plus another 5 is 25 minutes. 25 reps. Cooking with gas now, people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do 5. I think I rounded up, right? Yeah, I did an extra 2. No harm in that. A medium. That's what I have to say to that. Whew. Now we go hard. We might actually have to use pencil marks on this one. So we'll start getting into the concept of those for people who haven't used them. They're basically little marks you put in the corner. I'll go through a round of them just in case. If you hear the mouse click like that, that's me activating pencil marks. So I like to save them for ones where there's only 2 options at the beginning, like this. Or if it's a straight line across, like that. 2. Looking for 4s. So that one. When I get to an interesting moment or where the pencil marks actually show something helpful, I will make sure to point it out. But right now it's just, I'm tired, man. I'm breathing in. It's hard. Alright, 5 cuts off this whole line, so one of these 2 is a 5, which means no 5s can be here, no 5s can be here. That doesn't do anything remarkable or interesting or exciting for that. 6s. 6 can only be here. 6 can be in either of those 2 spots. Alright, so that's a first pass through everything. Go through again, see if anything changed. Didn't look like it for the ones. I have those threes already. I have those threes already. There's a Sudoku app that I have on my phone that highlights the pencil marks. And that's kind of a cheat code, I know. So if I highlight a 4, it'll show me all the 4s that are pencil marks that are highlighted. It's really good. I like that it does that, but I understand some people might not think it's appropriate. And to those people I say, lighten up. Well, let's look here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. Well, just a whole bunch of 7s all over here. Anything up top I can work with that already has a 7. 3, 4, 6, 9. Looks pretty anyway. 3, 4, 6, 9. So that's a 4. See? That's why we check. Means one of these two is 4. That means this is a 69. Oops, no. See, that's an example. That's not a mistake because it wasn't the wrong one. But I didn't have pencil marks turned off, and I'm writing 69 here, and then 369. Even though I know that's a 6, I'm not going to use that. But it doesn't count as a mistake because it wasn't wrong. And if you don't like it, then tough. That's a 4, 5, 6. That's a 7. Maybe put the mouse on this side. I don't know. I'm playing with the setup here, guys. All right, gonna hit it with my pinky, and it's a little less whatever. Pinky touch. Pinky swear. You see, I'm getting ready to put a little 7 hash mark again, and meanwhile, I don't even have it turned on. Oh, that's much better with the pinky. So right now I'm looking at the lines horizontally across to see if anything fits. 1, 3, 5, 8. Okay, turn it back on. What just happened? Why did it just reset? No. I was in the middle of a game. No. What the fuck? That wasn't me, y'all. I did not do anything wrong there. Only 1, 2, but it is giving us this line, which does nothing. That's a 3 over here. I'm always scared of puzzles where you just solve one of the numbers super quick. It's like it's giving you a false sense of hope. Oh, don't worry, this puzzle's going to be super easy. Look, you just filled in all of the 3s. Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. Thanks, puzzle. I'm sure nothing bad will come back to haunt me. Oops, miss. So again, no pencil mark tricks yet to share with the class. Just filling them in with my own little OCD patterns. If something cool happens, I'll let you know, I swear. And I'm probably missing a ton of stuff, but you know. That's why I don't do this for a living. Okay, so here's a fun one. When you see a pairing like this within one box, alright, just one of these boxes. We'll call this grid blah blah blah. I don't know which one this is called. Probably 8, because it's through 8. One of these has to be a 7, one of these has to be an 8, which means neither of these can be a 7 or 8, which means one of this has to be a 2 or a 9. And because there's a 9 right there, that means this is a 2, and that's a 9. Just another little way you can figure something out, which means one of these is a 9, which doesn't make any difference, but we have 2 2s now, which is good, because that means one of these is a 2, which means one of these 3 is a 2, which, again, doesn't do a whole ton, but it does more than nothing, which is nice. No, that's right, we solved all the 3s. False sense of security 3s, so we've got the 4s put in wherever they're going to be, which is nowhere important. There's a 5 right there, that's cool. That's a 5. So when the pencil marks, they automatically erase. 5 could have been 1 of 2 spots. When that got erased, that became the only 5, which is handy, which means one of these 2 is a 5. I'm sure there's some trick here, because one of these 2 has to be a 5 and one of these 3, and maybe there's some super advanced British technique that lets you solve that, but I don't know it, so there you go. I do know that there's a 6 there now, and it's probably always been there, I just missed it. So one of these 2 has to be a 6, which helps. One of these 2 is a 6, which means that one of these 2 is a 6. And that's about it with the 6s. Alright, 7s. Got that already. Nothing to do there. Got that already. 8s. Back to 8s. Yeah, probably not going to have too many more linear clues on this one. Although one of those 2 is a 9, which doesn't really do anything. At least I haven't figured out a smart way to figure that out. What makes those do something. Although now it's a moot point, because that's a 9 and that's a 9, which means that's a 9. So that's all the 9s. I'll take one more sweep with all the other numbers, and then if those don't pan out to anything, then we'll move on. Well, let's just move on anyway, because we got so many other things to play with. We're looking for a 1 and a 4. Doesn't help us here. We're looking for 1, 7, and 8. That's a 1, 7, and this is a 1, 8. You'll see that combination a lot in missing lines. You'll see like one is 1, 7, one is 1, 8, and then the other is a combination of 3. And that's, you know, the people who put these puzzles together are really pretty crafty, and that's how they do it. They make sure that all these things are just close enough where it kind of helps you, but ultimately you're at their mercy. Anything with 3 or less? No, they all seem to be 4, so that's okay. We'll take a look at some of these 4 squares and see what we got. We know that has to be a 1, 7, which is helpful. We're missing 2, 6, 1, 2, 6, and 7. So that can be a 1, a 2, or a 6. 1, 2, 6, 7. That's not great. This is 2, 6, 7. So that box is a dud. That's a 1, 4. So we know that's good. As it relates to this box, there's still 5 empty. Let's pick the ones that are 4 empty right now. I don't want to drive myself crazy. More crazy than I am. 1, 4, 6, 8. We already seen that one. 1, 4, 6, 8, 4, 6, 8. That's a dud. Let's go over here. 2, 4, 5, 8. 2, 4, 5, 8. 2, 4, 5, 8. 2, 4, 5, 8. No 5. 2, 4. Oh, so that one's a 4, 5. So that's something to be on the lookout for. If any of these are a 4, 5, or any of these are a 4, 5, then we can play that same game that we did down here with the 7, 8 pair. But again, it's a moot point right now. We're just looking for lines or boxes that are 4 or less so we can fill in some blanks. Here's another one. 2, 4, 7, 8. 2, 4. So that's a good one. Okay. 2, 4, we know that. This one's going to be tough. 2, 4, 7, 8. And this is another 2, 4. Okay. Because there's 7 and 8 on this line. So here's a fun thing we can do with this. Because this has to be a 2 or a 4, and this has to be a 2 or a 4, this means this can't be a 2 or a 4, which means that has to be a 7, 8, and that has to be a 7, 8. Now what it does for us is absolutely nothing, because it just goes to show if that's a 2, that's a 4, which means that's a 1, which means that's a 7, which means that's an 8. So it doesn't super duper help us, but yeah, I don't really have a bright side here. Okay, moving on. This one's got 4. We're looking for 2, 4, 7, 8. Seems to be a very recurring theme in this puzzle of the ones that we're constantly looking for. 4, 7, 4, 7, 8. 2, 4, 8. Okay, this is 2, 6, 7, 8. That's a little different. 2, 6. There's the 7, there's the 8. 2, 6, 7, 8. 2, 6, 7, 8. No repetition, no redundancies, no help here. Now this is 1, 2, 4, 8. That's when we know that's 1, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. And there's a 1, 2, 4, 8. That's why they're hard. Alright, this one is 2, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why there's a 4 here. So there's a 4 over there, probably because I just missed it, which is incredibly likely. So 2, 6, 7, 8. Filled these ones in already. 2, 8, 2, 6. Again, no repetition in this line. Let's see what this is though, because we got one here. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. What? 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 2, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. 2, 5, 6. Again, we're looking for repetition within the box, something that will help us generate any sort of doubles that we can then use to figure out more of the puzzle. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2. This is what we call brute force. Gross, I know. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 1, 4, 7. 4, 7, 8. 4, 6, 8. So again, no doublings. Nothing that's a double pattern. Everything is close, but nothing is exact. Pain in my ass. Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. I know these ones are all set. What's this shit show looking at me? 1, 2, 4. Nothing. Nothing. Even these are 1, 4, but no redundancies. 5, 6. There's another 2 in there. So here you go. This is why we try and pay attention to stuff, because I have a 4 in here, but there's a 4 right there. I did bleh. What I'm looking for now is just anywhere in any of these lines where there's only one of a number. You know, 2 6s, 2 7s, 2 8s. Sometimes one just slips right by you. I thought it was that 4, and then I realized, it's because there's a 4 right there. 1 4 6, 1 2 6, 1 4 2 4. This is only a hard puzzle. Like, that's the really embarrassing part. Usually on the experts are where I get pinged with this kind of thing, but it's kind of pathetic, gotta say. I'm embarrassed for me. Yeah, now we just start filling in all the really grotesque stuff just to see if we can see anything. Isn't Sudoku fun? No. No, it is not. That's where the highlighted numbers would come in handy, so I can see in the scratch marks a reason why I have something taken off. Otherwise I'm just guessing and saying, well, why come that doesn't? There's got to be something here. So 2 4s. 4 4 4. 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. Like in an old SNL skit. The number is 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. We'll talk, you know, no big whoop. 1 6. 2 2s, 2 4s, 2 6s, 2 1s. It's all a perfect harmony of suck. For me. Fives. As that timer keeps on a-clicking, at least I can have some satisfaction of knowing that I don't have any punishment reps rating. Okay, so here's why we double check stuff, because I'm a dum-dum. Okay, there's a 6 here, which means one of these two has to be a 6, which means this can't be a 6. Which means, oh, I was so close, I thought that had to be a 6, but it's not. So anyway, 4 8 though, close. If I can just get that 1 out of there, that pesky 1. Well, wait, why is that 1 there? Here's why we check. See, look at this. Check out the dum-dum patrol over here. Here are the 2 1s. So nothing in this line can be a 1. Nothing in that line can be a 1, including this guy right here, which means that that's a 1. And I don't know how long it's been a 1, but I'm going to guess a while. I'm going to guess a long time. The worst part is it doesn't really do anything. Well, maybe it does. It turns this into an 8. Okay, which turns this into a 2, which turns this into a 4, which turns this into a 5. The benefit of putting in all these scratch marks, even though it looks like it's 10 million numbers and it's not doing anything, is that when the cascade starts to open, it makes it a little easier to sort stuff out. That being said, so far nothing really swimming out of control, but still it was nice to put some numbers together. So here's another one. Ready? So this is a 2 6, this is a 2 6. That means neither of these numbers can be a 2 or a 6, which makes that a 4. Easy peas. I'm just looking for more of those combinations now. Well, there's a 1 just sticking out of nowhere. Probably from that 4 that I entered, which means that's a 4, which means that that's a 4, which means that's a 2, which doesn't mean anything yet. Oh, that means that's a 7 for some reason. Trust the hash marks, people. Trust them. They will never lead you astray. That's a 5. Which means that's a 5. Which means I get all 5s. Woot woot. Which means that's a 6. Which means that's a 2. Which means that's a 6. Nothing too exciting. Just keep your eyes open. Something will pop up. Or you'll have a psychotic break. I mean, there's got to be a line with like all of them filled in except for one that I'm just donking out on. Looking good, champ. Yeah, talk about a momentum snuffer. I thought I was doing pretty good there for a second. 8. 8 is great, but I can't relate to this feeling of which I cannot commiserate with the 8s. I got all the 9s already. Stop it with the fucking 9s. There's ones there. There's ones there. They all play off each other. There's ones there. Sometimes you get so close to the end, it becomes super frustrating because you know you're missing like one just little dummy thing, and it drives you a little crazy. But not to be too whatever about it. That's why I play this, because the answers are always right in front of you. You just have to see them, and sometimes you don't. And guess what? That happens a lot. So, welcome to life. Here we go. 1, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. That's too many. 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. One, 4, 6, 7. I just don't understand. I'm missing something and it's super obvious. 2, 7, 8. Something to do with these 2s, maybe? No, because you can't take away one of the 2s and they all still work if you don't do it. Maybe one of the 7s. No, those all line up. Those 4s line up, frustratingly so. By that I mean there's a 4 here and there's 2 4s here, which means nothing down here inside can be a 4. It's like it makes its own little protective cocoon. I will not guess. I will not guess. Those 6s make sense. Those 6s make sense. I'm really in quite a little pickle here. There's got to be something here, because there's 3 2s. Everything else is 2. Well, 3 7s. Fuck. I was so sure for a second. There's got to be! And there's not. If that's a 2, that's an 8, that's a 1. If that's a 1, then this is a 2-8 combination. What we're looking for now is things that will make it not work, but because they're all so evenly aligned, it doesn't seem like anything will not make it work. If that's a 7, That's an 8 and that's a 1. If that's a 1, that's a 7-8 combo. Hold on. Maybe we might be onto something here, right? So let's theorize. If that's a 7, that makes this an 8, which makes this a 7, 8, 1. 7, 1, 8, 7, 8. Fuck, it works. Alright, if that's a 1, then this is just 7, 8, 7, 8. Shit, thought it was onto something there. One, 7, 2, 7, 1, 2, 6, 7. Really, 1, 2, 6, 7? There's nothing in here? No 1s? No 2s, no 6s, no 7s? Damn, son. Seven, 6, 1, 2. Yeah, it all plays out. Just look within the boxes, see if there's any repeaters in the lines or the boxes. Just look for any repeaters like this. A 1-6 repeater, a 1-7 repeater. I just need it within a line. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Thought I had something there, but I realized there were 4 blocks down here. The doy. Okay, so I just figured it out, and I'm a little bummed out because I gave the tutorial on it before and I didn't even pay attention. So one of these two has to be an 8, yeah? And one of these two has to be an 8. 30 minutes in, I figured it out, by the way. Bonus points for me. One of these two has to be an 8, which means that this can't be an 8. Because then it will immediately disqualify one of those other ones from being an 8. So it has to be a 6. Which makes that a 1, which makes that a 7, which makes that a 2, which makes this a 6. 4, 2, 8, 7. And that starts the stampede that I was waiting for. Essentially, you fill in all the little hash marks and you start a stampede of numbers. Sometimes it just takes 31 fucking minutes. Unreal. Okay, 31 more. Whew, I am getting my fill of exercise. Let me tell you. 31. Whew. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, and 1. Woo. Wonder how those will look on video. Whew. All right, now we're getting to the fun stuff. Expert, and then evil, Dr. Evil. I didn't go to evil medical school to be called Mr. Thank you very much. Whew. Already starting with 1. That's a bad sign. When it gives you 1 right away. Whew, gotta catch my breath for a second. That's no fun. Twos. These is a 2, which doesn't mean much, but it means something. 3. These is a 3. And one of these is a 3. That screaming sound you're hearing is my kids playing VR downstairs. They're having a great time. I think. Or killing each other also. Who dat? Howdy. What's up, buddy? Oh, it's a cameo from Jacob and the Jovi. Come here, Jovi. Come on, you should look at the camera, sugar puppy. Yes. What are you doing? I am doing my game shape. So I'm doing Sudoku, and then every minute that I'm on a puzzle, I have to do a sit through. So I did easy, medium, hard. Now I'm on expert with a 1-hour time cap. And it was funny, on the easy one, I made like 3 mistakes, so I had to do 30 punishment reps. And I'm like, this is supposed to be the easy one. Why am I doing so many reps? This hurts. I made a terrible mistake. Can you turn that down? I just don't want to get flagged for something. Sevens. 8s. I think you left the door open. Yeah, let me close that real quick. Just so you guys don't hear every single detail of my life. How exciting it all is. All right, now what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Doesn't do anything, but it's good to have all that filled in. I didn't fill in one damn thing except for the 1 and the 6 on here. That is a haunting start, ladies and gentlemen. That is haunting. Let's look for anything else that's got 4 or less. 1, 2, 4, 6. Let's look at this line. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. See, and that's why we check. This is actually a 4. It's a 4. I didn't mean to push it. That's a penalty. But that's why we check. Even as I was pushing it, I'm like, I don't think you mean to put 6 in there. And yet, means and see, the problem here is when I accidentally put in a 6, it erases all the 6s that I had in there. So I have to put it back like that and then put in the 4, just so I can keep the 6 marks on here. I don't want to have a false sense of like, oh, none of these are 6s. Pain in my ass. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 7. See, this is why we check. So that's a 5, 8. So here we go. Good. That's a 5, 8. And that's a 5, 8. Which means that none of these can be 5s or 8s. Which reinforces what we already knew, is that these are 7, 9s. So now we're just trying to see, well, this one ain't going to be anything. Maybe we can find a 7, 9 in here somewhere combo. Possibly. Who knows? Anyway, we're moving forward, people. Making progress. Somehow. Nothing going on in the middle square. Any other 4 across or 4 down? This one's got 4. Here we go. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. 2, 8, 9, 2, 5, 8, 9, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 2, 5, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. Anything in here? 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Any 3, 4, 5 duplicates? No. No, that pesky 3 is in the way. Pity. What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. 3, 3, 5, 7, 9. No 5 in there because you can't double. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. No, 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 no. We're just looking for doubles and redundancies. Anything that is a copy of something else, either in the line or in the box. See, this one is close. And then 5 makes it different. Nothing quite yet. Let's look up here. There's got to be something up here we can play with. What do we got? 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. There you go. 5, 8. 5, 8. That makes that a 1. Easy peasy. Which means there's no more 5s. So if this is 5, 8, we're looking for 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 7. Wait. No. 2, 6, 7. Bleh. Now we got 5, 8 on here, which means now we're only looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. 6, 9. 4, 9. Oh, of course. Pity. Is this line full? Did we do this one? 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2. Blind. I'm just blind. That's no other way to put it. Three, 6, 2, 6, 1, 3, 6. 2 2s, 2 3s, 3 6s, 2 1s. Nothing on there. This shit show. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Many redundancies, horizontally or vertically, I'm not paying attention to. No, all of these ones are such a shit. I guess I have to try this one, but there's nothing here. I mean, what a bloodbath. Okay. Let's do it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 9. 2, 4, 6, 9. Any chance any of you guys are 2, 4, 6, 9? No, no, 4, 6, 9, not 2, 4, 6, 9. Why would we have all of the numbers and make life easier? That would be crazy. Okay, I'm going to pass through the numbers one more time just to make sure there's not something obvious and stupid that I'm missing, like putting a 1 here where there is no 1 allowed. Bleh. 2, 4, 5, 9. Doesn't make a difference anyway, but like I said, you just want to double check this stuff because, again, never forget the incredible levels of my obliviousness. It truly is a talent of which I am internally gifted. Sloppy Sudoku. At some point I'm going to have to tackle this middle box of suck, so I might as well start with something. Even though the whole box is going to be filled with numbers, basically. Oh, hey, okay, this is something. That's all fours. It's good to know. Worthless, but good to know. That can't be a 4. Those are all 4s. Those 2 are 4s. Okay, so again, that same concept. Doesn't do anything, but it's helpful to know anyway. One of these 2 has to be a 4. One of these 3 has to be in the 4, but they're all in the same section, which means that none of these can be a 4, which means one of these is a 4. Something. Putting pieces together, people. Making miracles happen. Alright, one of these 2 has to be a 5, which means none of these can be a 5. These check out as 5s. Any of those 4 can be a 5. Either of those 2 can be a 5. 8, 9, anything? 3, 7, 9? No. 5, 7, 9? No. Well, we're checking. By gosh, we're checking. Just put them in. One of these is going to be 5. Why not? I ain't got nothing else to go on. One of those is a 6. That checks out. One of those 3 is a 6, which means one of those has to be a 6. One of those 2 is a 7. One of these 4 is a 7. Okay, so same thing, right? One of these 2 has to be a 7. 7 has to be in this row, which means none of these can be a 7, which means 7 has to be here. So, does that change anything with these guys? Any redundancies, any doubles, anything? For the love of God. No. Alright. Moving on. Figuring stuff out. One of those 3 is an 8. That makes sense. One of those 3 is an 8. Okay. See, this is why we double check stuff. There's an 8 sitting here. Forever, this has been a 5-8 pair. But I'm just like, that's a, oh no, Daddy made a big mistake. That can't be a 5-8 pair because that's an 8 and that's not a 5, which means Daddy messed up big time. Which means all the assumptions I made about all this stuff on this row is fakat. Hey.
What is happening here?
I'm just doing my little Fundoku.
Are you live?
I mean live for an audience of me probably, so I wouldn't worry about it.
That's okay.
Do you want me to pause. Yeah, it's not even shown if you want to do something. You're good.
I have to walk to the back.
It's not even on you. You're good.
Okay, well, still.
Pay no attention to the woman behind the curtain. Alright, so now we gotta figure this out. Some other 10 reps on top of that, so that's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4. Alright, so we know that's a 6, but we're not going to use it because that's cheating. So instead, let's go back to the drawing board and see what we can see. Take our punishment like a Mariam. We know that can't be an 8 because it's part of a pair, or at least we thought it was. So the game was like, haha, dum dum. That's not an 8. That can't be a 9. Doy. Again, big Sudoku brain going on here. The middle's filling up nicely. That's good. Let's take a look at this middle row of shit and see what we got. It looks pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. 3, 5, 6. 2, 5, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay. One, two, 2, 6, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Shifts dramatically. One, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Just an utter shit show. This is even the worst of it. I don't even know what this crap hole is going to turn into. This looks like somebody threw up a bunch of numbers all over this page. Just gotta keep going back to basics. Make sure I didn't miss anything. So here's a fun twist. 5 can be in one of two places. Why do I have a 5 here? There's a 5 right there. 3 4s, 3 6s, 3 8s, 2 9s, 2 5s. We know 9 has to be there, and we know 5 has to be there. 6. 8 can be there. If 8 isn't there, it has to be there. And I'm just looking for mistakes and looking for things that I can say that I could do better next time. Looking. Thank goodness there's an hour cap on there. I don't know if I could do more than 60 of these. +60 +10 punishment. I'm reminded of internally through my conscience. There's little stuff like that. Like there's just 1 2 5 7 8. There's an 8 right there next to it. Doesn't make any difference because I just throw a bunch of numbers at this crap. Times like this, you just kind of want to erase everything and start over, but it doesn't really help. It can if you're crazy like me. Man, I thought we had it there for a second. Thought we had it, you guys. I believed. God, I've been doing this for an hour and 45 minutes. Burp. Excuse me. Delicious. The worst part is I know because of that mistake. I know that's just a 6 waiting for me. But we can always try and brute force it. Play the guessing game. And see what eventually falls apart. But that's kind of a luxury you have, being able to do it on a computer. If that's a 5, that becomes 7, 9. If that's a 7, 9, 5. Again, all I'm looking for now is redundancies. I'm looking for something that breaks the puzzle. And right now, nothing is breaking the puzzle. The puzzle is breaking me. That includes, but is not limited to, instances where you look and you're like, oh, there's only one 7 in this box. This must be a 7, that kind of thing. Just stuff that you would overlook. And by you, I mean me. Thrilling content here. Really, if you're stuck with me this long, I might just call it at 40 minutes so I don't have to, but I'll just show you for shits and giggles what I do if I'm trying to figure things out. So I just set a little reset code here so that I know that I started. And then I'll say that's gonna be a 2, so that that's a 6, so that that's gotta be a 3, so that that's gotta be a 1. And then we take all the 6's out of here. Well, we know that's not true because that's gonna be a 5, but we don't know that yet, okay? We're just speculaminating. That's a 2, 7, which means no more 2's and no more 7's, no 1's. That's a 6. This is just Squeaky's brute force method, and all we're doing is we remembered that this was a 2, not a 1, and we're just looking for something to break. That's all. Brute force, baby. The exciting part about this is you're sort of doing brute force through the whole thing, feeling really good about yourself, and then you hit one little snag, but instead of it being the end of your puzzle, you can just push the remove button and go back in time a little bit. Nope. There we go. So that doesn't work. So now we go all the way back in time. And we know that that's not a 2, that's a 1. And this is what you do when you're not smart enough to do hard Sudoku and you're sitting like an ass forever. So that is a 1. Whole lot of good that does, which is, and I can't say this clearly enough, absolutely nothing. I mean, it turns that into a 3-6, which is nice, because now we can take all the 3s and 6s out of here, all 2 of them. 7, 9. All that work for nothing. For a 1 and a 2. Here's a fun experiment. Here's a 7. Why are there 7s in here? What is going on? Playing this game takes away your mental facilities. You become unable to function. It's unbelievable. I could always just do the 50-50 and try it again, but I've only got 10 minutes. I gotta find the Rosetta Stone for this bullshit. Fuck it. I don't even remember what I put in last time, so I can't even play cute. Only you could have picked the 2 most worthless numbers. Can't be that, because that's 2 6s. At least we found it quicker this time. So that is a... But I put in a 6 and it was wrong. put in a 6 and it was wrong. So tell me why it was not wrong. Five, six, 7, 8. Candyman. Who can make the sun rise? Candyman. What am I missing in this bloodbath? So much. Got me singing Nia Jax over here, yo. Da, 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 da. Even when you're brute forcing, you still have to figure some stuff out. I mean, that's a 4, so paying attention has been known to help. Just saying, sometimes single numbers can sneak through. Like that's I thought that was the only 2. See, here I was trying to talk a bunch of shit. See, that's the only one. So problem is it doesn't auto empty, so you have to kind of rely on yourself to remember where all this shit is. No, undo that. That was a 5. You're so close. Don't go screwing it up now. Just under the cap. Another punishment. I'll be doing sit-throughs until the cows come home. $60, 120. You know what? I think 2 hours of Sudoku is more than enough. I don't know if anybody is watching. I can't tell on here. But, fuck it. Let's do 80. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 20 punishment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. Oh. Oh, that sucked.